morning, fellow adventurers, thrill seekers, roaming folk, peasants, people who are just generally quite bored and looking to watch a guy suffer on a bikepacking journey. So we're going to get the day underway, doing some final pack-ups. Good night's sleep. Yeah, it was real peaceful here. Ocean just lulling me off, real nice. But April 18th, let's start the first leg of the journey with a chapter from the Stoics, so that these vlogs can be more than just about my experience, hopefully also provide some value to you guys as well, and it's something for me to ruminate on as I ride. What is bad luck? Opinion. What are conflict, dispute, blame, accusation, irreverence and frivolity? They are all opinions, and more than that, they are opinions that lie outside of our own reasoned choice, presented as if they were good or evil. Let a person shift their opinions only to what belongs in the field of their own choice, and I guarantee that person will have peace of mind, whatever is happening around them. And that's from our boy Epictetus in his discourses. The author's notes are, opinions, everyone's got one, like our souls. Think about all the opinions you have, about whether today's weather is convenient, about what liberals and conservatives believe, about whether so and so's remark is rude or not, about whether you're successful or not, and on and on. We're constantly looking at the world around us and putting our opinion on top of it. And our opinion is often shaped by dogma, religious or cultural, entitlements and expectations, and in some cases, pure ignorance. No wonder we feel upset and angry so often. But what if we let these opinions go? Let's try weeding, cutting or knocking them out of our lives so that things simply are, not good or bad, not coloured with opinion or judgment, they just are.
Man, Jungle Book is so deep. This is the ultimate bit of Baloo wisdom. Don't spend your time looking around for something that you want but can't be found. When you find out that you can live without it and go along not thinking about it, I'll tell you something true. The necessities of life will come to you. I hope they come to this bloody hill and help me up it.
Wow, I knew it'd be a good idea reading a chapter because my mind is just running on it, like so actively. Just affirmed to me, you know, what you put in your mind, what you stimulate it with, will be what rolls in your head. You start the day, just sit up in bed and have a 3-4 minute moment with yourself to choose
What am I going to think about today? Some things you're grateful for. Pick some things you want your mind to work on. It's that old saying, the mind makes a fantastic servant, but a terrible master. I'm in control of what goes in there, man. Oh. Man, sometimes we just gotta accept it, guys. Life is like this ridiculously long uphill. You just gotta focus on the here, now, the obstacle in front. Accept it for what it is. Take it on with everything you've got. And it may seem like it's gonna go on and on and on and on. For every uphill, there's a sweet, glorious downhill to be enjoyed. And it's going to be all the more beautiful for the climb to that summit, where we get to see everything from a higher vantage point. What that all was just for, all that you just went through. It all starts with an attitude, an intention, a willingness. And to be honest, it's a beautiful thing. Being in that adversity, because you know, you just know, even though you can't see it, you just know a much sweeter moment is coming. There it is, the downhill. That moment where you get to enjoy the fruits of suffering. That moment where you get to roll joyfully in cruise control. You're so close to it. Man, the metaphorical is becoming literal. I said about the fruit of our hard work and our push uphill, our push through suffering will be waiting for us. Hey! And literally here's the fruit. I hope these are fruits. They are. Damn. The world will always provide. The reward's always waiting. Just gotta reach out and pluck it, baby. Oh, look at those towns. They're just a bird. Ah. Oh wow, these winding tracks. Cycling paradise. Whoa! Oh, let's roll into the town. Alright, so I actually think this is Odemira. Or another part of it. Oh, look at these flags. Oh, my vlogs just consist of me saying, look at this, look at that. But just in love with it, man. Oh, yo. Look at it. Town of towns. That's the best ride I've had since I've been out here, for sure. These beautiful flags, they just keep going. A few more hours of cycling ahead, and I'm feeling fresh as fuck, man. Fresh as hell. Yeah. On my spaceship cruising. Starlight grooving. Look at that roundabout. Oh, that was cool. Oh, back to the hills. Let's go. Oh, it turns out it was just as much uphill as there was that beautiful ride down into Odamura. It was in a valley. Oh, and I rode straight out. I should have stopped off to enjoy the town a bit more. But I'm wanting to make more progress. So that comes with blood, sweat and tears. Yes, indeed, blood as well. Dinging up the legs all day, every day. But wow, it's a hot day and it is tough. Which is learning how to dig deep. But for as much as we've been talking about, you know, framing the mind and getting that into a positive space, I do believe that is essential. I think there is a much deeper layer, and that's going beyond all mind. Having no mind at all. Now that's a trippy concept, right? That doesn't even sound natural or possible. Having no mind. But indeed, I do believe that once we do harness our mind as a vehicle that's working for us, eventually we can move to a point where we just drop it all together. Like the final gateway to passing through into complete joy, a peace that doesn't come and go. That's the summit, that's the ultimate pinnacle that will take a tremendous amount of work, but then again, maybe not really. You know, maybe that's just me telling myself that, is creating that. But to go beyond mind altogether, now that takes the next stage of courage and wisdom and discipline, because you essentially have to shed everything you know. It will take a long night of the soul, which seems very scary. It seems like you're losing everything, casting everything off. But the beauty of it is that something organically emerges from it. A crazy amount of love, a crazy amount of like knowing, all those other little hang-ups, self-esteem and uncertainty, anxiety, all your limitations, they just drop away, and a much deeper state enters into your life. So, you know, but to get that payoff, you've got to walk through the darkness. I think it was John the Baptist who said to go on that path is to walk into the darkness blind with your hands bound on nothing but pure faith. Determination, the inner strength, the inner focus and work that it's going to take to ditch all of that with no assurance that that core self, that core beauty that's at the center of us is going to emerge. Now that's tough, man, but it's one step at a time, right? And it is the case that to essentially become formless, we have to go through form. We have to go through the mind to transcend mind. And that's another one of the little paradoxes Adi Yashanti was talking about a lot. Like he's talking about like true meditation, and true meditation being where you don't actually have, because he was a Zen Buddhist monk for a long time, and there's a lot of like practice, there's a lot of discipline, how you have your posture, doing mantras and affirmations, and some people do visualization processes or mindfulness, staying on the breath, blue sky meditations, all very, very powerful and effective. But what he said, he sort of realized, is none of it is true meditation, because it's still trying to manipulate your natural state. It's still trying to create something. Try to meditate with the outcome of, I want to feel more peaceful, I want to feel more clear-minded, and all the while that you're trying to attain something, well then it cannot be the natural state. It sounds really wild, and I'm like, no, it can't be that simple, it can't be. It just can be, Captain. It's just like you just sit there and you just don't do nothing. You just let everything come, everything go.
be frustrated, be pissed off, be distracted, be whatever, but just watch it and just let it happen and just keep letting it happen, and don't try to alter, don't try to focus, don't try to attain, and not really focus, you know, because there is a degree of effort that is needed, and again it's the subtlety, it's the subtlety of it, because what they describe it is it's not no effort, because, you know, with no effort, when you just sit there, you can just become absent-minded, and you can just sort of like drift off, and it just becomes sort of like hazy. You don't have like a clarity and alertness, that sort of vividness that we want to experience. We want to experience the world vividly. We want to, you know, we want to feel here. We want to feel grounded and like active in our life. So it's not about complete passivity, but once you tip too much into effort, well, again, that's when you're trying to alter things, and the natural state can't emerge. So it's the effortless effort, and that is, it's like tuning a radio dial. Finding the effortless effort is something that, yeah, you just got to work with it. You just got to be patient with yourself, and you know, that's for a state of completely trying to transcend the mind. But even as we're still working through our mental habits, which, you know, most of us are, right? Most of us, that's what we're doing, regardless of whether, you know, you are a meditator, whether you're spiritual, whether you think it's all a bunch of nonsense, and whatever your thoughts are, we're doing it regardless. We're all working through this construct, and I keep pointing around my head like consciousness resides up in here. It's much bigger than just the brain. Do you mean there's a physiological aspect to it as well, and even getting that geometry in place. And honestly, sometimes I've had to just focus on nothing but that, and like putting in this intense like effort and hustle, and, you know, like stretching, and just getting my body kind of back into alignment. Sometimes if it's too much working up round here, and like you're just getting lost in that and making no progress, then work on this. Get the diet in place, get the physical aspect in place, and you know, I think everything starts flowing from there. But I hope that's been of value. It's about 5 o'clock now, so over the next hour or two, we're trying to find a beautiful spot. I think there's like a river. Once I finish climbing this hill, which, well, I guess the river will be back in the low areas. I don't like climbing and then instantly dropping, which is what's happened a lot today. Well, again, I'm attaching a label to my experience, putting a preference, putting a want out. You see how just naturally it happens. Yeah, let's end this video on this moment of peace. Enjoy it with me, guys, because it's real succulent. Can peace be succulent? I know, you tell me. And then a man-made machine comes along and ruins it. Curse ye!
We were all the way over there. Where we were chatting. Really on top of the world here. Ooh. That is by far been the most intense hour of bikepacking I've ever experienced. Oh, I thought this would be ever since compared to Scotland's hills. I'm absolutely shattered. Wow. As rural as this section is, everywhere is fenced off. Oh, the great privatisation of nature. But I've seen this, obviously I don't want to park near a track, but maybe we'll find somewhere to camp. Okay, this track is getting quite off-roady, which is good. The ground doesn't, it looks very rocky and hard, but and I've got to sleep on it. Maybe somewhere like up there. Maybe. Ah, you son of a bitch. Not even stepped into the woods and I just got thorned. Ah, in the oh, my quads are bleeding. Those are the most pumped things. It's where the most juice is going to come out. I've been traipsing through the woods for about half hour and time is ticking. It's about 7:15. I've got about half hour of light left. I can find some discreet spots, but everywhere is so rocky and uneven, which wouldn't be an issue really if I had a camping mat, but as it's completely deflated, this could be a savage sleep. Usually I would just move on, but I quite literally don't have the time, so things are turning dark, compadres. Dark and uncertain. Dark, literally. But it will work out. It'll work out, right? Oh, I think I found a spot. I think I've hit the jackpot. I see grass, and I see long, off-roady nothingness. Could I camp along here? Maybe, hopefully, this leads to like a dead end. Jesus, those are brambles. Looks a bit more hopeful. Oh, the joys of wild camping. I know at this stage doesn't seem fun, but it is. Thank Jeebus, praise be, a flat piece of land. Oh, that's got to be my spot. Oh my lord, and it's a great spot. Like off a track. Oh, and just 20 minutes after getting it set up, not even that, it went pitch black, so I just about made it. I couldn't even really like muster the strength to film me setting it up, and I was planning on a delicious pasta dish with some beans and some leafy greens that I bought, but I'm just going to whack in a naughty pot noodle and go to sleep. Oh, that was an exhausting day. In the end, I managed to get 50 kilometers in, which, again, not a huge amount. I mean, that's like the average. I've just about hit what an average bike tour will do, but I don't know. Those hills were wild. I think the average bike tour is much less loaded. But screw it, I don't care what anyone else does. I hustled hard. That was about 9 hours of riding, to be honest. 8. I've earned this peasanty meal. I can't even put it in my mouth. Oh, that's nasty. It gets better. The spiciness kicks in. This will do, donkey. This will do. Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Si balança no corazón.